we'll be ready for that
Yeah.
tomorrow.
'cause
Okay.
So that way
you
it'll
said
just-
tomorrow afternoon, so I just don't want to.
Yeah, I thought we had announced that that these hearings, the budget hearings
Yep.
are in the afternoon at
Well, they'll
1:30?
follow the board meeting, so whether it's in the afternoon or, let me verify. It's documented here.
No, it does say, it says 1:30 PM Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
They'll resume after the regular board meeting, if
Okay.
necessary.
I guess we're coming back tomorrow afternoon then.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so yeah, we do have a set time to continue.
Okay,
Well, how much time would it be take?
okay. All right.
Okay, unless we can do it before we leave today.
Okay.
We're not doing it today.
We're not doing this today, okay? Just wanted
Or
In the
if you
interest of
wish-
closing this out, Linda has suggested that we would go and put the work crew supervisor, which is one of the two people working for Hank Brown, that it's about $35,000 for one of those positions, that we would show them as supporting the park. And then we would go through and work kind of our internal numbers behind the scenes to balance it out. But that would show a negative number, about 3,000 here. It would reflect the work that we're doing out of his entire group there, and we'll go and internally balance it.
Well, Supervisor Manjo, if you could remove your motion,
I'll withdraw my motion.
could withdraw, and you withdraw your second, and then I think the motion should be to approve it with the changes
As
to
am-
show the
as
supervisor.
amended.
As amended.
Yes.
Yeah, so there's a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, item number, let's see, I got out of place
Okay.
here.
Item number 75 is the historical park and the other parks under recreation.
Okay,
Revenue is in the amount of $14,600 with expenditures at $27,375. A net county cost of $12,775. And again, as part of the RMA, there were some adjustments in personnel also related to Vets Park.
but it is certainly a lot lower than it has been in the past. So we must have either greater use or, well, the revenues have increased, but, I mean, you're looking at,
We had, I believe, we originally had roughly .6 of personnel that we charged to this department that is now in the general maintenance department.
okay, any questions or comments?
I just for my education purposes, next to the historical park, is a residence here. Is that a county employee or a volunteer?
That's park revenue? Historical.
It's a residence right on the park. Someone's
Yeah.
living in it, right on the park.
Yeah, Don Pitt lives there as a caretaker of the park.
So, and I guess this, Joe, for IRS purposes, that's not a value that the IRS will tax or want to see in the future?
I'll leave that one to Joe.
If you're going to keep us another 30 minutes, we're going to,
Well, you know, it depends, because if it's a requirement of the job that they live on site, then it may not be taxable to them. But if it isn't, then it probably would be. But you know what? That's one of those things that, since it's been brought to our attention, we'll take a look at it.
He opens and closes the gate. It's required that he lives there.
okay, any questions of item number 75?
Madam
Comments
Chair.
or questions from the public? None? Okay, I'll bring it
Madam
back.
Chair?
Yes, sir.
I did want to highlight one item for this particular unit. During the presentation, Joe Hordle actually presented a GIS map, and I wanted to share with the board as well as the public too where that map is located at. So it's on our website, www.cosb.us, and it's actually under departments and agencies GIS, and you actually click the interactive map portal, and then you can go ahead and type in parks, and it'll give you a list of all the different parks within our county, and you can look through all the GIS mappings and layers for our county in that portal. So you can actually view projected parks or existing parks and other layers as well. So I just wanted to share that with the board as well as the public. So that was it.
Okay, thank you. Did we take a vote on it? I think we did. And if we did we? Okay,
No, I
so-
believe you opened it up to the public, and then I
And brought it
commented.
back to the board. Okay, I'll entertain a motion to approve this temporary due pass.
So moved, Madam Chair.
Okay, I second. Okay, any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We'll go on to section of contingencies, item number 76.
Item number 76, contingencies. There is no revenue associated with this budget, and expenditures are in the amount of $1,300,000, with a net county cost of $1,300,000.
Okay, any questions or comments from the board? Comments from the public? I'll bring it back.
Move temporary due pass?
Motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, we'll go into the final budget deliberations at this time. When we say final, these are all temporary due pass. Are we talking about our final approval of the budget, or?
Well, we're going to get there, yes. Just any other conversations or thoughts within the budget units themselves, if you wanted to discuss that, as well as, I'd like to say a couple of words in closing. So if that's okay, I wouldn't mind saying that now, but I just wanted to say thanks to staff and thanks for department heads and everybody that's been involved with the budget process. It's been a lot of work. There's still a lot of room to grow. We still need to work on looking at detail line items and addressing the actual budget in a more user-friendly way. With the new system, I believe we're going to get there next year. But definitely, making steps in the right direction. We still have to do a lot more work, though.
Yeah.
But I think we're getting there.
And thank you for thanking staff, because on behalf of this board, we know what it takes. We've seen you, all of you in action, and others that are missing here, that are not here right now, and we understand how this is above and beyond your regular 8-hour day of work. We know that. So thank you, we appreciate you, and it was a great process. So I know we're not done, but at least you got us this far, and we survived it. Thank you, all of you. Okay, so now we'll move on to resolution adopting the GAN limit.
So as part of the adoption of the budget, we need to adopt a resolution regarding the GAN limit. The GAN limit is a expenditure appropriation. We get some information from the Department of Finance that has to do with growth within our county in the last year. And then we compare that to the general revenues that we've budgeted for the year. Our GAN limit was calculated at approximately $31 million this year, with our revenue at approximately, certain revenue at approximately $26 million. So we are within our GAN limit. Then we also do kind of what's called a true-up from what we budgeted in fiscal year 14-15. The GAN limit calculation was around $30 million, and then the looking at what our general revenues are currently and what we kind of estimate them to be by the end of the year, that's budgeted about $20 million. And so again, we are within our GAN, our appropriation limit. So it's just a formality to kind of compare our growth to what we're budgeting our general revenues at, and making sure that we haven't exceeded that appropriation limit. So we need to have a resolution adopting the GAN limit for fiscal year 15-16.
Okay. Any comments from the public regarding this resolution? Comments or questions from the board? Okay, I'll entertain a motion.
What's the motion, resolution?
The resolution number will be 2015-51, and I'd like for the record to reflect that we left 50 as a placeholder in case there is a revision.
Meaning?
So it's going to be 2015-51.
Oh, 5-1.
Yes.
Oh, and you left 5-0.
I left 50 because we have a meeting tomorrow, and in case there's a shift that may occur,
Okay,
we're starting with this number with the budget.
okay.
Motion to approve, GAN,
Gan.
Again.
with resolution 2015-15.
I will second that motion. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Then we have the next, the final item is the resolution adopting the recommended budget, Schedules 1 through 15, authorized positions, and the fixed assets. Melinda?
Okay, so as part of the adoption of the recommended budget, at the conclusion of the hearings for the different budget units, we have to present to you Schedules 1 through 15. Schedules 1 through 15 are basically taking all those divisions and putting them into the state controller's schedules. There's the detail of revenue, there's the detail of expenditures, then we summarize the detail of revenue into a summary sheet, and we take the detail of the expenditures from those divisions, and we put that into a summary, and then we put that into another summary. That leads up to Schedule 1 that presents a balanced budget. It has our fund balance information along with any additions or cancellations to our reserves. Then it also has our totals for expenditures and our totals for revenues. It balances out our resources to our uses. That's Schedules 1 through 15. And then we also have to present to you a schedule of authorized positions, which takes a look at last year's positions, any changes during the year, and any changes that we're recommending to give you a new total of recommended authorized positions for this coming fiscal year. And then we also have to present to you a fixed assets schedule, which itemizes all the fixed assets that we are recommending to your board with this budget. So Schedules 1 through 15, authorized positions, and fixed assets will be a part of the resolution for adopting the recommended budget. Currently, the changes that I have that your board made today, we are going to adjust the Vets Memorial Park between the general maintenance department so that we do not show a surplus in the Vets Memorial Division. And then we have a couple of changes, not the total dollar-wise is still the same in the CIP projects where we made some amendments to the San Juan tennis court lighting and to redirected those dollars to the community parks. So with those changes incorporated in, that we will incorporate into the schedule, we would recommend to your board to adopt the recommended budget.
Madam Chair, there's one more addition to that as well, which is with regards to the resolution itself found for you on page 146, item 1 under adopted budget, and it's the actual dates. We weren't sure if we were going to get this done today or we're going to have to carry it over till tomorrow. So with the approval of the board of this resolution, we would be striking out tomorrow's date, which would be June 16, 2015, and just having it commence today, June 15, 2015.
Okay. Anything else, Melinda?
I think that's it.
Any comments from the public? Questions regarding this resolution? I'll bring it back to the board.
Madam Chair, and one more, sorry
one
about that.
more? Mhm.
It's actually, there's also, under the whereas as well. So anything, that yes, there we go. Under whereas, it's the second to last whereas. It's found June 15th and June 16th, so it's just going to be June 15th. So anything that references June 16th
Will be
will be struck out.
Yeah, okay, strike that. All right. So Is there a motion to approve this, adopt this resolution?
Move to approve Resolution 2015-52 with the changes, removing June 16th out of the resolution.
Okay.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Is there a motion to adjourn our meeting?
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Our meeting is now adjourned. Thank you.
Oh, we have a budget.